Hey, welcome back to According to Antonique, and welcome to Pillow Talk Tuesdays. Okay, so just to get into like what Pillow Talk Tuesdays is, this series is basically me coming to you in my unfiltered state of just like PJs and real hair and no makeup. Well, real hair if I don't have my hair done, because sometimes the girl gotta get a sew in or some braids or some faux locks, especially in this quarantine, honey. Yeah, so, but for the most part, unfiltered. And talking about unfiltered things like life, love, relationships, all those topics, covering a plethora of things. Like, it's gonna be really interesting. And then sometimes we're gonna have some guest appearances from my fine ass friends, my girls. I hang out with a lot of successful, beautiful women who have a level head, and I just want you guys to hear a girl talk perspective on things. And then we'll also have my guy friends drop in sometimes, and we'll hear a male perspective on things. So it'll be real well-rounded. It's not just for the ladies. Fellas, you know, you'll like this too, especially to see a bunch of beautiful girls in pajamas. Like, okay, so yeah, grab your glass of wine and let's get into it. So the first topic for tonight is how did I meet my child's father. So tonight on this first episode, I should have mentioned what I'm going to do is I'm going to go more into detail about the questions that people have asked me, like some follow-up questions regarding like things about me, because they said the previous video I didn't give enough tea, child. So yeah, telling you some more things about me and doing a few of those questions. Future episodes will include just general topics, not stuff about me, my thoughts, and that kind of stuff. It'll be general stuff for me and my friends to answer. And yeah, it'll cover a lot of things. It'll cover things from spirituality and how we feel about God and life and all those things. It's all the way to relationships and sex and personal things like that. So yeah, everybody will just be giving their perspective on it, and it'll just be interesting. Okay, so first question. How did I meet my child's father? I met him, okay, so we have like a 7 degrees of separation type thing going on. So, first degree of separation, when we were little kids, we knew each other and we didn't know it. Our stepfathers, both of our stepfathers are best friends. So they've been best friends like our whole lives. So he would come to my house and I would go to their house, and we just don't even remember each other. He remembers my older sisters because he had a crush on one of my sisters. My sister that's his age. But he doesn't remember me because I'm 4 years younger than him. So I guess it was like, this little kid, I don't care who she is. But yeah, so we knew each other since we were kids. Then fast forward to, I'd say, high school age. He went to high school with some of my cousins. We still hadn't met yet, but he went to high school with some of my cousins, which we actually might have met since he went to high school with them. Then fast forward again to early adulthood of like 20 years old or something. Him and my cousin, my guy cousin, is best friends. They work together, and yeah, so we met that way in passing. And then he finally formally introduced us, and we started dating. So that's how we met. We met through my cousin, who is his best friend, and he's like my guy best friend as well. My cousin is. So he hooked us up, and yeah, we've been I'd say friends ever since I was about 18. I'm 35 now, so we've been friends ever since I was about 18. That's when my cousin first hooked us up. Then we stopped dating. We remained friends, but he went on to have a relationship. I went on to have a relationship, and then we got back together. He moved away. He moved out of town. And then we got back together in 2013, and we've been on and off since then. Mainly on, but on and off since then. You know how it is, relationship drama. Do I plan on having more kids? No. I'm not interested at all. I have no desire to have more children. I love my baby girl, but I'm an old lady. I'm 35, and yeah, I'm a mover and a shaker. I don't know that I have time for all the kids that I used to want. I used to want 4 kids, but I started late. So also the stuff that comes with parenting, I'm too much of an empath. Like, my heart breaks for every little cry and all these other things, and then can't figure out what's wrong, and it's too much. It's too stressful. I just, yeah, I don't have no desire to do all of that over again from baby stage on up, especially at my older age. So I think I'm a one and done. How do I handle adversity in my relationship? The best I can. We all have adversity in our relationships. I think that he and I handle it by just trying to exercise maturity, just being mature about the situation. We're not always going to agree. I'm not always right, he's not always right. We may not see that. We might be like, I'm right, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm right. But what I've learned in life in general is, okay, you're right, so what does that mean? So even if I know I'm right, I will sometimes concede, not to the point of saying, okay, you're right, but concede in terms of picking your battles, because it's not worth it. I would only battle over things that are truly worth it, and when you do it in a mature way. Keep a level head, keep a solid tone of just like, don't go up here with it unnecessarily. Try to, when I first come to him about something, I try to come to him from a loving place. I try to tell myself, I want to be that loving, caring, gentle, kind, soft wife, like what you see on TV. So, and that's not always my personality. I'm a firecracker sometimes. So I have to check myself sometimes and say, let me come soft, let me come gentle, and just don't battle unless you have to. It's okay to speak your mind, but it's the way you say things. And so that's how I handle adversity. I try to talk it out in a cool, calm, and collected way, and have a solution at the end. Like, what's the point of rah system rah if it's nothing going to be solved from it? So come with what you want to say to the person, but also come with the solution and try to compromise. So, and when you can't, when it's just like, you know what, he getting on my nerves, you know, like if it's just up here, take a breather, man, and just assess the bigger picture. Are you in the right relationship? Is this worth it? Or is this something that's like a major red flag? That's something that you gotta decide. Do I believe two people who have different spiritual beliefs can coexist in a relationship? It could be done, I suppose. I personally, I don't think I would be able to do it. Simply because I believe it's super important to establish under what faith you're going to raise your children, because it ultimately decides how you will raise your children, and could decide how you're going to rear your children and things of that nature in terms of disciplining. All of these things, the person you're going to teach your child to be inside, the morals, beliefs, and characters that they're going to have growing up. What's okay, what's not okay, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. So when you have different religions, and even in the same religion, such as Christianity, there are different denominations. So all of those things make a difference. You know, like there's some denominations who have believed things like can't go to the movies, women can't wear pants, like very straightforward. Yeah, so those things are like important in that aspect. And then it's also important in another aspect of like, if you truly believe in your God, worship your God, and you're like a true follower of your God. How can you accept that there is another God? It kind of like, in Christianity at least, other religions may practice where you should accept all religions as well as your own, but in Christianity we're taught that there's one God and Jesus is the Son of God. And so and our God is not too fond on you believing in other gods or worshiping other things or people. That's not gonna fly under Christianity. So to be accepting of it in terms of like, I can accept friends, family, people of the world. Like, I'm not the person like, oh, you don't believe God? We done. I can't be your friend. I can't do it. Not at all. None of that matters. I'm a very open-minded person. I believe that's between you and God. You know, like, you're the person who has to go be judged. You know, I'm not the judge or the jury. So yeah, but when it comes to me being with the person, we wouldn't be able to have certain conversations or deal with certain things, and I'm all like, you know, I feel like God told me this, and you're all like, who? I'm an atheist. Or you're all like, well, Buddha told me this, or whatever. And I'm like, but I don't believe in your God, so I don't think that he told you that. And then you like, well, I don't believe in your God, I don't think he told you that. How we gonna be on the same page? You know what I'm saying? So in a relationship, I think it's important. It's important for me, especially. How do I feel about an open relationship? Now we're getting juicy. I am not opposed to an open relationship. If it's for you. Me personally, my relationship, it's not for me, but I'm not opposed to it. I don't think it's like, oh no, I would never do that, or that's stupid, I don't understand that. I think that if you're going to do something like that, you had better make sure that it is for you guys, because it can work out I believe because of the freshness of dating someone new, but also you have the stability of your person, you know, your person in life. Like, you have your love, you have something real, and you have something that is of substance and genuine, and then you can just have fun on the outside, you know, which guys love to do. We know they can keep in their pants to save their life a lot of times, but there's some girls who like that freshness too, because some women actually like dating, although a lot of them don't. Some do, because I personally liked dating when I was single, because that honeymoon phase, it's always there. If you're with somebody different, if you're dating, you know, a few guys, you don't have to be having sex with them. Don't do that. So I'm not saying that. But if you're dating a few guys and you just go out and hang out with them, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, that honeymoon phase is fun. That chase is fun. And when you're in a long-term relationship, that dies down little by little. You still love each other and all that good stuff, but it kind of dies down. And so it would be fun to have that on the outside, just to make your girl, you know, like, make yourself like feel good and know I still got it, and it's fun, and ooh, it's, you know, this is that, and then you could still have your person. So it could work. It's just okay. Next question: is oral sex a necessity in a relationship? For me, yes, please. I'm just saying. But I think that depends on you and your relationship. I say this all the time, and I know you're like, she said that about everything. I'm the friend that all of my friends come to for advice, because I'm not the person that's going to tell you, well, you do this, you do that. Nobody's living this life except for you. So I'll give you my point of view, because that's what this is about, my channel. But your whole thing depends on you. So yeah, I think it depends on if you feel like it's a big deal or not. Like, I know a couple, I actually met a person who is married, a woman. She was an older woman. She was older than me. I worked with her. Her and her husband believed that oral sex is a sin, and so they do not partake in such things. And there are people out there who believe that, and that's their own personal business. I am not so sure if it is. I don't know. I think that's something that God has to give you conviction on. Who knows? I don't know. But if you're a person who feels like it's not, then I think that if it's important to your partner, if you want to be with this person, then it has to be important to you. You need to satisfy your partner, like just like you want them to satisfy you. So I think it's important. I think that you should try to do it the way they want you to do it. Don't be giving no lazy head. Like, it's gonna be days you don't want to do it. Yeah, oh, that's fine. But just like, don't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? Don't be selfish in your relationship. Don't be selfish in your sexual relationship. If this is your person, you know, if you're having casual sex with people, you're probably not gonna want to put your mouth on everybody. I don't know. Maybe you do. But if this is your person and you're in a relationship, yes, I think that if you guys do that, it's important. Don't leave gaps, man, because what you won't listen to and take heed to when your partner's telling you, hey, I need this, somebody else will. And that don't mean to change yourself. We're not talking about those type of things like I need you to be this or be that, but we're talking about things in the bedroom that are not far-fetched. If y'all are on the same page, you know, like, get it done. Get her done. Boom. Do I feel that the man should be the sole provider in a relationship? I'm not gonna say what you guys think I'm gonna say. No, I do not feel that way. Not at all. I feel like you can never have enough money, child. I never understood girls who, or women who have a guy who makes a certain amount of money, such as all the way up to your like rich millionaires, like maybe your wealthy businessmen, or your professional athletes, or rappers, singers, all the way down to like if you dating, you know, the drug dealer on the street who's like getting money, you know, he's like hood rich. And then the women don't work. They don't do anything. I never understood that. We can never have enough coinage, honey. Like, two incomes is always better than one. So yeah, I don't want to sit around and just like do nothing. Like, I understand I want to go and like check somebody's clock, you know, like checking in, you know, to your average 9 to 5. I'm not saying you want to do that, but if you have someone who's making all this money and your dreams can be financed, why would you sit and do nothing? Like, bring in more income. Duh. But I do believe that it is ideal that the man make more and be the provider, not because of a double standard type thing, but because I feel like God has bestowed upon us certain things that are within us as women and as men, where women, we are like super nurturing. That's why we be like loving y'all dirty draws, and you be like, girl, he has a project, let him go. You know, we're very nurturing. So that's like our job. Like, we're super able to take care of the household. We handle business, baby. We can multitask like no other. Those kind of things are my job, you know. Like, I need to handle our home, and I can make money too. Your job, the reason why men are so like the reason why men are so irrational, I said, that's my perspective, is because you're meant to be the protector and the provider. You're meant to not think and snap. I'm the protector. I gotta go in a moment's notice. So that's why they behave irrationally sometimes. So since certain things are within you, yes, I expect you to go out there and provide. I expect you to take on that element of like of life for us, you know, like trying to figure it out in that sense, to bring home the bacon, like literally, like you gotta figure it out for your family. Like, dang, okay, we gotta eat. This is what we gotta do. This is how we gotta pull it in. You got to lead. You gotta be a leader. You gotta lead your family. So I think that a part of that is to try to do your best to provide financially and make sure that we have a roof over our head, so that I can go on to maintain it and you don't have to worry about anything. You bring home the bacon, I'm frying it up, baby. And I'm gonna help you bring home the bacon too. So yeah, that was Pillow Talk Tuesday, y'all. That was a slight version of Pillow Talk Tuesday, okay? That's a slight preview. Just my thoughts on some things, just vibing, you know what I'm saying? Glass of wine. Unfiltered, you know what I'm saying? Like, just chilling, kicking it. Next week, we're gonna have my fine ass friend Samantha come on. I promise you guys will not want to miss this. This girl, talk about unfiltered. She is definitely a firecracker, but y'all gonna love it though. So come back next week when I'm joined by Samantha, and we're gonna talk a lot of hot topics. Like, we really gonna get into it then. Again, submit your questions. Let us know, like, what do you want us to talk about? Because that's the only way it's gonna be interesting to you, right? Let me know. Just put them in the comments, DM me on Instagram, or inbox me on Facebook. Let me know, what do you want us to talk about on Pillow Talk Tuesdays? But I hope you enjoyed this week, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye. Okay, so here's my outfit of the night. PJs from Discovery.